Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at the key of D major and look at what 6 chords you need to know and how to play each of those chords all up and down the neck. Let's get started and I'll show you how it works. Today we're tuned CGDA, so we're using the Essential CGDA book. We're going to use the interactive ebook today to make it easier to jump around. So these are the 5 most common keys people play in, and today we're going to play the key of D. And so the chords I want to know are the 6 chords right here. Skip the 7th, it's a flatted 7. Just skip it, just for today. So chords 1 through 6 is the chords we're interested in. And 3 of those are major chords, the 1, 4, 5. So D, G, and A. And I want you to know major chords are built out of notes in the 1, 3, 5 columns, because when you know what notes chords are made of, then you can figure out their shapes all up and down the neck. It's so empowering. It feels like it's a lot to learn at first, but it opens up the world. So anyways, we want to know the 3 notes that make up D major, G major, and A major. And then we want to know the 3 notes that make up each of the 3 main minor chords, E minor, F sharp minor, and B minor. And minor chords are 1 flat 3 5. So that's it. If you figure out the 1 flat 3 5, we want to know the 2 3 6 minor chords here, and then we want to know the 1 4 5 majors. So let's start with the D major chord. It's made of the notes D, F sharp, A on every instrument. Oh, here's some cool chord progressions that you can play. I'll show you how to access free jam tracks with those later so you can play along. But we're playing a D major first. So D major is made of the notes D, F sharp, and A. So sometimes you see people show this particular shape as a D major, and that's called a D5. It's got the notes D, A, D, A. Okay, and a 5 chord is just the 1 and 5 notes. And remember, the thing that makes majors and minors different is the third, the 3 or flat 3. So 1 and 5 can be kind of either major or minor sounding. It's just out there. It's a cool sound for sure, but it's cool to know when you're doing it and why it's got that cool sound. So that's D major. If I throw on this F sharp, then I got D, A, F sharp, A. That's like this. I can add this D up here. So any way that you add the notes D, F sharp, and A, you're playing a D major. I can go F sharp, D, A, D, like this. So that's F sharp, D, A, D, F sharp, D, A, D. I can go F sharp, D, A, F sharp. And I need to work on getting this thumb behind my pointer finger here, like tenor banjo master Stephen Caddick taught me in a video I watched today on him. Okay, and then I got A, D, A, F sharp. So I could try some kind of barring like this. So A, D, A, F sharp. I can go A, F sharp, D, A. Or I can go A, F sharp, D, F sharp. Make sure you can see that there. So it's A, F sharp, D, F sharp. So it's not critical that you can make all these shapes, but you're going to start recognizing a ton of these shapes as we go along here. And the order that the shapes appear, these chord shapes appear, is always the same. So let's play a G major next. It's G, B, D. Okay, and this one will be faster because we've already got a frame of reference here. So the first G people teach you, G major, is second, open, open, second. And it's not just the G major because I told you put your fingers here. It's G major because you're only playing the notes G, B, and D. So I got D, G, D, B. Okay, I can also bar this guy and throw on the B and G here. That's G major. I can flatten my pinky down here and grab this D. So that's D, B, G, D. And pause anytime if you want to kind of just look at my fingers closer and try to see what I'm doing. Now check this out. We can go G, D, G, D with no B, so that's a G5. That looks like this. Or if you don't want to bar it exactly. But either way, you're just playing G, D, G, D, so there's no third note, it's just the first and the fifth. And then we've got this G major shape here, G, D, B, G. I guess that's G major shape on a mandolin. So that's G, D, B, G. And then back to B, G, D, G. Well, let's hear, oops. B, G, D, G. And then we can go like this. That's B, G, D, B. Okay, so we can just keep working up here, but pay attention to the order that the shapes appear in. Like these two guys, then this little thing, then this shape, then this shape, then this one, and this one. And you'll just start seeing, oh my gosh, they go in the same order. And A majors are made of the notes A, C sharp, and E. So the first A major you might have learned is C sharp, A, E, A, like this. C sharp, A, E, A. Okay, I could also go like this. That's C sharp, A, E, C sharp. I could go like this. Which notice this is just like the G, if you're holding it like this. Okay. Or like this. There's a lot of different ways to hold it. So that's A major because it's just A, C sharps, and E's. This one, E, C sharp, A, C sharp. And then we can go E, C sharp, A, E. And then we can go A, E with no C sharp. So do you know what that is? Power chord or 5 chord. And then we got this shape here, A, E, C sharp, A. And on up. So those are the major chord shapes. So spend a lot of time just looking at those shapes and figuring out the order of them. And then let's look at the minor chord shapes now. Okay, so we're going to look at the 2 chord is E minor, the 3 is F sharp minor, and the 6 is B minor. So E minor is E, G, B. Okay, so here I could go E up here. And then I could leave this one open because it's already a G. This black bar is called the nut. Anything left of the nut in my books is the open strings. So E, G, E, B. And that could look like this. Or if this was too much of a reach, you could grab it with your pinky. Okay. Now that's going E, G, E, B. If I go E, B, E, B, that's our old friend, the power chord or the 5 chord. And you can use that when people are playing a major or a minor. So that's the beauty of power chords. And if you've got other people playing with you, other guitarists or other instrumentalists, someone's probably hitting that G note anyways during the E minor. So if you just play this, it can still sound real cool. So that's E minor or E major. It's the E5. And then here we can go E, B, G, E. Okay. And incidentally, like the essential books here show you how to turn it into a major chord. So I would change any G note to a G sharp, because this is the minor third or the flat third of E minor, and this is E major. So this chord right here is E major, and just changing one note, it makes it E minor. So just switching back and forth here, just between that, just that third changes the whole feel. I'm happy, I'm sad, major, minor. Okay, then we could go E, G, E, B, E, like this. I'm up on the 7th fret. That's G, E, B, E, G, E, B, E. I could go G, E, B, G, G, E, B, G. I could go, let's see, what else? Up on the 11th. I'm running out of room. So that's G, B, G, E, B. So there's your E minor. Let's look at F sharp minor. Here I could go C sharp A, F sharp, C sharp. C sharp A, F sharp, C sharp. This is made of F sharp, A, and C sharp notes. Then we could go power chord. F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp. We could go F sharp, C sharp, A, F sharp. Now every time I'm playing, I'm not thinking about all these notes. I'm just using the notes right now to build the shapes. And so then once you just kind of get those shapes in your head, you won't be thinking about, okay, maybe some of you will, you're more advanced than I am, but F sharp, C sharp, A, F sharp. And then I got, let's see, is that 9, 5, 7, 9. That's A, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp. I could just throw this A on too. So there's so many different ways to play it, but it's just really empowering to figure out the different shapes, and then to see like the minors too. There's just all these patterns repeat in every key, and so just figuring out those patterns will just start opening up all sorts of cool ideas. So B minor is B, D, F sharp. So I could go D, B, I could go D here and B, but then I wouldn't have an F sharp. What would that look like? So that's kind of a B power chord. No, it's not. It's yeah, that's B. Like that'd be okay. It's B and D, so that's the first and flat third. And then if I want to get the 5 in there too, I can go D, B, F sharp, B. And then I can go like this. And then you can just pause here and see if you can build the shapes the rest of the way up. And so something that's really fun to do also is to see like, okay, so if I'm playing, remember this was a D major. Okay, so I'm playing D major, D, A, F sharp, D. Now I want to go to a B minor chord. So, and I want to stick in the same region. So I can go from this D to this B minor. Okay, so now I've got this shape going. And then I want to go to a G chord. Okay, so now I need G major. Well, I've got this right here. Okay, so that was D major, B minor, G major. Okay, and now I'm on G major and I'm still hanging out in that region. So where could I get an A major? And I could go like this. D major, B minor, G major, A major, D major. So it gives you a lot more freedom to figure out different chord shapes, and then figure out which chords are hanging around each other, which chord shapes are hanging around each other, and it's just really a good mental exercise and a great exercise for your ear to hear all those different vocalizations of the chord voicings. So anyways, like just being able to see the chords that fit together, being able to see the notes that make up the chords, and then everything in white boxes here is your major scale, your D major scale, and your B natural minors, the relative minor. It's your major scale notes, and everything that's underlined are the pentatonic notes, both major and relative minor pentatonic notes. And then being able to see some chord progressions. And if you want to check out those chord progressions and play along with them, if you go to the Fretboard Toolbox website and click on 200 free jam tracks, then you can see those common chord progressions in the keys of G, A, C, D, E, and F. So we're playing with these common ones today. You can see some rule breaking ones in italics and hear those and play along with them. Play along with them in relative minor keys, and then some blues keys, and it tells you which Fretboard Toolbox pages to use. So lots of stuff to play with, and I hope you find something that you can play with there. If you go to pick your instrument, you want to learn more about the toolboxes or download free pages, go to pick your instrument. I got books for all these different instruments. Today we're using the tenor guitar, so CGDA. You can see all my videos for that. You can see the difference between my essential and complete books, the most common question I get asked. Read the difference between the print and e-books. And then if you click look inside on any of these, you can download free pages for any of my books. So I think all the instructions and the key of G major pages. So anyways, I hope you found something useful today and you got some new ideas and something to play with. And I'll be back on more Fretboard Fridays with more videos on more of my favorite instruments. Thanks for stopping by.